Good morning, Western Slope. Happy Friday. I'm Dalen Brazelton. Let's talk about your weather. Folks, we're waking up to some rain showers this morning across the Grand Valley as that low pressure system pushes across the Centennial State, and we're kind of getting some of that moisture pushing in from the back end of that system. So things are expected to clear up in a little bit, but as of right now, definitely want to grab an umbrella if you've got some very early morning plans set aside. We got some very interesting news to talk about in the form of some snow up on Powderhorn, as well as a look at your weekend weather. So let's get into it. Starting off with this. Folks, taking a look at our powder cam up on the Grand Mesa, we saw 2 full inches of snowfall at Powderhorn last night. Now, I said it wasn't going to stick around too much, and this is, of course, expected to melt relatively soon as that sun starts to rise. But, I mean, this is not an insignificant first snowfall of the year for this location. We saw a little bit of snow up on the Grand Mesa a couple of weeks ago, but those were in the very, very high elevations. This is right down here at Powderhorn, and that is a great sign of things to come. Now, typically, we see our first freeze associated with these snowfalls around Halloween. The first frost of 32.6 degrees happening the 22nd. We haven't even seen that frost yet, so we may be seeing a bit of a delay as far as things go with the freezes of the year. But we are seeing a La Nina weather pattern pushing in for the winter, so things are expected to be very average for the season, not anything too terribly warm. So we'll keep you updated on that. But folks, we are now officially 1 week away until Halloween. I cannot believe next Friday is the spookiest day of the year. It's going to be a beautiful time indeed, and you know that I'm going to be celebrating accordingly. But let's talk about your weather right now. We're waking up to mid-40s in Grand Junction. Delta is seeing that as well, with Glade Park in the low 40s. Meanwhile, Paonia, Montrose, and Nucla in the mid to upper 30 range. Paonia, in fact, almost seeing 40 degrees to kick the day off, but a little bit of variation in the temperatures for today across the valley at this point in time. For that classroom forecast, that first bell is going to ring to 45 degrees and partly cloudy conditions. Now, as we head throughout the day, those storm systems dissipate. It starts to leave the area. We're going to start to see these skies clear up into some sunny conditions, and that's going to take us through most of the weekend, and then those mid to low 60s as well. Over the course of the day itself, we'll see a nice gradual increase in temperature. Those 60s heading our way anywhere from noon to 1 p.m., and then seeing those mid 60s. We'll be peaking a little bit later in the day, just kind of gradually warming up throughout the afternoon, and then the morning itself pretty consistently in the mid 40s. But sunshine expected for the afternoon, and that's going to be a lovely start to the weekend. For that dog walking forecast, we got Jazzy and Olive, who have been hanging out with us all week long, and it's going to be a great one to take your dog out for a walk. Maybe consider, though, bringing that umbrella if you're doing a little bit earlier of a walk, and then partly cloudy skies really start to clear up by the end of the morning, and very low wind speeds as well. Mid 50s to 60 degrees expected around that noon hour. Now, as that low pressure system pushes out of the region a little bit further down to the south, a lot of rainfall expected for Texas, Oklahoma, and then some snow near the San Juans, as well as widespread showers. But as that pushes out, all that residual moisture expected to leave too. But we could be seeing a little bit of rainfall expected for Sunday night going into Monday. It's very slight right now, but we are seeing the system kind of push into the region. As long as it doesn't continue to curve up, well, then that's where we're going to start to see that incoming moisture. As we take a look ahead, though, with that Discovery Auto Group 7-day forecast, those mid-60s are going to hold true for the rest of the week. A little bit of cloud coverage expected, but nothing too terrible. And then overnight lows in the low 40s. Montrose slightly cooler, hanging out in the upper 50s to peak today. Overnight lows in the upper 30s, but still not quite close to freezing for the weekend, though as next week rolls in, we could be seeing that change ever so slightly.